Why, hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. If you don't know who this beautiful voice is or this beautiful face, then you've been living under a rock. What is up, guys? It is James, aka Jimmy Pancakes 20 here to do a new episode of the Jimmy Pancakes 20 show, episode 11. And in this episode, I'm going to be doing my first Halloween Horror Nights Hollywood 2024 rumored video. Basically, what this is going to be is on Inside Universal forums, uh, which I'm a member of. There's a section where people can put rumored on certain mazes that are rumored to be coming this year. Sometimes they're accurate, sometimes they're not. It just depends. And I want to give a shout out to my friend Rowie. Rowie, if you're watching this video or listening to the podcast, thank you very much. We have a group chat with some of my friends and his friends, and he put a list together of potential mazes that may be coming to the event. So I'm going to go through these mazes and talk about what I think of them and give you my honest opinion of if I think it is coming to the event or it may not come to the event. I don't know what mazes are coming this year. As I said, these are just rumors, and I wanted to give the information out there of what possible properties might be coming to Hollywood this year, or these could be coming to both Universal Studios Hollywood and Orlando. So, um, so that is the premise of this episode for today. Now, I want to let you guys know that I am going to be showing you photos of the properties um, that are listed to be rumored to be coming to the event this year. So, for anyone that's listening on Apple Podcasts or Amazon Music Podcasts, if you want to check out the video, it'll be linked. Uh, it'll be on YouTube. So, I just wanted to get that out of the way. So, if you guys are ready, sit back, relax, and enjoy episode 11 of the Jimmy Pancakes 20 show. My first Halloween Horror Nights Hollywood 2024 rumored video. So, the first property that I want to talk about, which, if it is true, I'm going to be a very happy camper, and it is Stranger Things. So, a little history about Stranger Things coming to the park. It first came in 2018 for season 1. Then in 2019, it came in 2019 for season 2. Unfortunately, COVID happened in 2020, and we thought maybe season 3 would be coming in 2021. They didn't do Stranger Things in 2021. They didn't do it in 2022. They brought it back last year in 2023 based off season 4, which which I'm really excited about. Now, there are rumors that they're going to do Stranger Things again based off season 5. But as of right now, from what my understanding is they are still in production for season 5 because of COVID. They had to stop production, but then they're back now. So, and I've heard that it's going to be coming to Netflix this summer. But who knows at this point if that is true. But if it is true and it does come out during the summer, just like how they did season 3, it came out in the summer, and then, or season 2 for 2019, it came out in the summer, and then it came to Horror Nights in 2019. And then the same thing for season 4. Season 4 came out in the summer of 2023, and then they did season 4 in 2023. So if Stranger Things season 5, which is sad to say is the final season of Stranger Things, then I could possibly see it coming this year. But if it is delayed a year and it comes out summer of 2025, then I could see Stranger Things coming in 2025. So at this point, who knows when it's coming to Horror Nights, but we will see if it comes this year in 2024. So the next rumored house is Beetlejuice. So basically in 2023, or sorry, in 2020, they were in the middle of building a Beetlejuice house in Hollywood. And due to COVID happening, we never got a Beetlejuice house. So in 2020, when Orlando's part opened in June of that year, they decided to do a mini horror nights where they had the Beetlejuice house open, and then another house which was Tooth Fairy, and then in 2021, they brought Beetlejuice back as well as Tooth Fairy in 2021. Unfortunately, because we did not open the house in 2020, we lost the contract to Beetlejuice in Hollywood. But because Orlando opened the house in 2020 in Florida, they still kept the rights. So that's why they did again in 2021. Well, now the sequel to Beetlejuice is coming out in September. So sequels coming out. Beetlejuice is very popular. Possibly it could come to Horror Nights because everyone wanted to see a Beetlejuice house in Hollywood. I wanted to see the Beetlejuice in Hollywood. I saw videos of what they did in Orlando, and it was really good. But they did it based off the original Beetlejuice. Who knows? Are they going to do... If they do a Beetlejuice house, are they going to do it based off the original one? Or based off the sequel that's coming called Beetlejuice, or known as Beetlejuice 2? Who knows at this point what's going to happen? But if a Beetlejuice house does come, I'm going to be really excited. Do I think it's going to come? I don't know. Would I like it to come? Absolutely. Alright, so moving on to the next rumored house. Freddy Krueger, or aka Nightmare on Elm Street. There is a rumor that they are currently in production for a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie that's supposed to come out this year in 2024. We have had Freddy Krueger multiple times at Hollywood and Orlando. He made his debut both in Hollywood and Orlando in 2007. Then they returned to both parks in 2008. And then he returned multiple times in Hollywood in 2010. Then he was part of the Terror Tram for 1 year. And then, so we have had Nightmare on Elm Street multiple times in Hollywood. Now, I tried looking up stuff about the Friday the 13th movie. Some people said it got delayed. Some people said it was never in production. So there are a lot of different people's opinion. But I could not find an accurate if there is a production of a new Nightmare on Elm Street. Nothing has been official. I even checked on INGN, the official database for movies, and they don't have anything up about a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie. So, do I think it's going to come? Most likely, I don't think Freddy Krueger is going to come, but I'm going to be really surprised if Freddy Krueger makes his return to Horror Nights this year. Because I don't see a reason for them to bring Freddy Krueger back. But at this point, as I said, it's up in the air. Alright, moving on to our next rumored house is Silence of the Lambs. Or A.K. Hannibal Lecter. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I have seen Silence of the Lambs. I've seen the movies. I've also watched the TV show. The movies are good. The TV show was good. But in my opinion, it's not really scary. Now, I know they've done not scary houses before, like, for example, the This Is the End, the James Franco movie. They did a maze based off that. There was some horror elements, but it was mostly like a comedy movie. Silence of the Lamb is, in my opinion, more psychological. It's more a psychological movie than a horror movie. Yes, this guy does eat people, but it's not really scary. So, do I think this is going to come? If they had no other option, then yes, maybe it would come. But other than that, I could not see it come to Horror Nights. It's not scary enough. It's really not scary enough. So, this was on the rumor list. So, just I'm taking it with a grain of salt. Alright, so our next house that we're going to talk about is, and this one I think is 100% true, we are going to get Universal Monsters again in some form. The rumor is that they're going to focus on Dracula. So we are going to have a maze based off, rumored Universal Monsters house is going to be based off Dracula. And maybe Creature from the Black Lagoon. Because we already did stuff with the Wolfman. We already did stuff with Frankenstein. And we already did stuff with The Bride. We really haven't focused anything with Dracula. Or we haven't had focused anything with Creature from the Black Lagoon. So, I definitely think 100% we are going to get something with Universal Monsters. I just don't know what it's going to be, because they've done something with Universal Monsters ever since 2018. So 2018, 2019, 2021, 2022, and then last year was Monsters Unleashed. Or Unmasked. Sorry, Monsters Unmasked. So about 5 years we have done something with the Universal Monsters. So I definitely think 100% for sure this rumor is absolutely true. Because if they stop doing something with the Universal Monsters, that will shock me. So, yeah, but as I said, rumor is they're going to do something with Dracula and possibly something with Creature from the Black Lagoon. So, we will just have to wait and see what they do. Alright, moving on, guys. So, Blumhouse. Blumhouse is now a part of Universal Pictures. So, they always do something with their properties. We have had some good stuff with Blumhouse. So, just some examples. It all started with The Purge, with the first Purge movie. They did a lot of different things with The Purge. They had it for the Terror Trim, they had it as a maze, they had it as a scare zone, they also had it as a scare zone's gauntlet. And then we also got other properties too, like Sinister. We also got Happy Death Day. We got Freaky and the Black Phone. We got something with Megan last year. So, they did a lot of stuff with it. So, the rumor is for Blumhouse is they're going to do, back in 2000, oh, I'm trying to remember the year. I can't remember the year, but it was one year where they did, they had 3 mazes all together. It was The Purge, then it was Sinister, and then it was Happy Death Day, which was known as Chapter 1. And then they did one maze, which was that had Truth or Dare, and then Unfriended, and then they did a combination with Freaky and the Black Phone, and then we got Behind the Screams from Blumhouse. So, basically the rumor is this year is they want to do something with Five Nights at Freddy's. I could see this as a scare zone. I could see this as a maze. I could see this part of the Terror Tram. I'm really interested. I have played all of the Freddy games. I saw the Five Nights at Freddy movie, and there's a sequel that's on its way, which is in production right now. But I don't think we're going to get the sequel coming out this year. I think it's going to come out in 2025. So that's really excited. So, I don't know if they would do a mashup with some other things, but Five Nights at Freddy was very hesitant to do something at Horror Nights this year. I just don't know what. And then another one would be Night Swim. I did see this one in theaters. I really did enjoy this movie. Now, the only thing that I could see having a problem is half of the time the movie takes place in a swimming pool. That's basically like the main location of this movie. So, I really don't know how they would do a maze with elements from this movie, especially doing it with a swimming pool. Now, they've done difficult things before in the past. with like having the graveyard scene from Poltergeist and stuff like that. So they've done some difficult things. Um, do I think realistically they're going to do something with Night Swim? Maybe. Maybe. I could see it maybe being a small section in a maze, but I can't see it being a scare zone, and I can't see it being part of the terror trim. If they were gonna do something with Night Swim, I would definitely see it be be part of a maze. I couldn't see it being a full blown maze. Because I don't know how you would make this scary. So, that's another rumored house from Blumhouse. And then our final one, as soon as it wants to load, there we go. This one is a new movie called Imagination. It's coming out in, I think, like a month or two. It's coming out relatively soon, like closer to the summer. I think it was like June or July is when this movie comes out. Can't I don't have the actual date, um but I know this movie's going to be very popular from Blumhouse. Every movie that from Blumhouse does really good at AMC, so this is definitely one I am going to see. Um so as I said, I can see that being part of I really couldn't give judgment on this until I actually see the movie. So that I am really interested in seeing. So I could not tell you if it would be good as a scare zone, as part of a maze, or part of the terror tram. But this one's another heavy rumored um, to that to be a part some way um, for Horror Nights this year. So now we are done with the Blumhouse stuff. So now we're going to talk about things that I that maybe will come, maybe not. So, uh, if you're seeing the title right here, I'm moving my camera so you guys can see. There you go. It's called Return to Silent Hill. This is officially in production. There's not a release date yet, but it says sometime in 2024. Um, so this is basically the sequel. I would say like the third uh one of the trilogy for um of the Silent Hill movies, because you had the original one that came out in 2007, and then you had the second one, which called Silent Hill something, I don't remember, and then this is possibly the third one um in the series. So could we see another Silent Hill maze coming, or part of a scare zone? Well, back in 2012, they did the scare zone downstairs on the lower lot, as well as the maze was there too. Could I see another Silent Hill coming back to the event? Yes, if the movie does well. If the movie doesn't do well, then I can't see it coming back. But I am interested in seeing this one. But again, I was trying to look up release date for this one. All it said was it was coming sometime in 2024. I don't know exactly when it's coming out, um, but I am interested in seeing this movie. And then I don't know if it's going to be delayed. I don't know anything, but this was just another rumor. Uh, do I think it's going to come this year? It's a 50-50 shot. It all depends on when the movie comes out. Alright. So we're going to move on from there. And then another one, I'm going to move my camera again. There we go. Terrifier. There are 3 movies of this that are all out that you can like find on demand, or you can buy them on on YouTube or Apple Pay and stuff like that. I've never seen any of the movies. I am interested in watching them. Um, so I really cannot give my opinion if I think it's going to be a good scare zone maze or anything like that. Because I have not seen any of the movies. So at this point, I could not tell you. If it does come and it is confirmed as one of the mazes, then I am going to watch all 3 movies. But at this point, again, this is just another rumor that may be coming, maybe not. So now we're going to get to my favorite rumor of all of them, Ghostbusters. So this is again another one that's rumored to come because Ghostbusters Afterlife went very well. I did see that one, and then this one comes out in a couple of weeks. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, and if this does well, if this movie does well in the box office, I could possibly see them doing another Ghostbusters maze. Because a lot of people love the ones from when it was there in 2019. They did it both in Hollywood and Orlando. So a lot of people love the Ghostbusters maze, and they've been asking for it to come back for a very long time. So could this be the year for Ghostbusters? Maybe. So I would love to see this as a scare zone. I've seen it as a maze, but I would love to see this as a scare zone. But who knows? Who knows? There's also rumors that that they might have something permanent Ghostbusters things coming to Hollywood and Orlando. But I may do a separate video on that down the road. Because there's rumors that a show might be returning in Orlando, and also possibly something with Ghostbusters coming to Hollywood, but nothing's been confirmed yet. But it's just timing because Orlando usually gets a lot of things. So if Orlando gets something with Ghostbusters for Halloween Horror Nights, most likely it'll come to Hollywood. So Ghostbusters. We'll see about that, and I will do a video on the Ghostbusters stuff for the parks and stuff, the rumors later. So that video will be coming out in a couple of weeks. So so that is the last rumor thing. And again, I want to give a shout out to my friend Rowley for putting that list on the group chat. Everything that I mentioned in this video was sent in a group chat, so that's why I got all this information from. And also, as I said, I'm a member of the Inside Universal Forum, so I get to see a lot of stuff that is said. So right now, these are just all rumors. Nothing has been confirmed. So I just want to make that clear for everyone. So that is pretty much it. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank you guys for listening. If you enjoyed this type of video that I did where I have my camera and I'm showing you stuff, please let me know. This is something new that I am trying out. So, again, I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And that's going to be a wrap. So this is James, a.k.a. Jimmypancakes 20, signing off, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.